am Stacey A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Let's go. Yo. Stacey A. Cross here. There's no E in my name. Welcome to another episode of Stacey A. Cross, the podcast show. Hey, listen, it's November 9th. I told you guys, it was Halloween and it was October. And in the summer, I said it's going to be damn near January. Right now, we're already in 2019. We're in March. Because that's just how the time is moving. But does time exist? Hey, I want to talk about a couple things today. We're going to have a fun episode. And not so much fun as in, oh my God, we're going to laugh and joke around. There might be a few jokes, but this is not a funny episode. We're going to have fun because we're going to get down to the bottom of it. I want to help my freelancers and I want to help my independent contractors out today. I have, Thelonious C. Jones and I, we're going to have a Q&A, a meet and greet holiday event, a mixer for entrepreneurs, those that want to dominate their life and business, but not so much you have to be an entrepreneur. You could be dominating your career and want to move up. Even if you're just going to school and you want to dominate that, it's for everybody. Those who just want to take control of their lives, take control of their thoughts, and really put things into motion for themselves and family. That's happening December 8th in Atlanta, College Park to be exact. And for more information, the information is in the show notes, the podcast notes, and or just go to theloniousejones.com/events. It's a beautiful event for entrepreneurs, freelancers, independent contractors, those that are out there side hustling, moving money, real estate, investor, newbies, aspiring, all of that and everything in between. Man, it's going to be an amazing event. And the next day, which is the Sunday, because the event is on a Saturday, the Sunday, we're going on a long walk. If you're in the event on Saturday, you're going to be invited to go on a long walk, maybe on a hike, in a trail, in the woods, and we're going to have a dinner for a VIP event that night, that evening, that Sunday evening. So it's going to be a real great event, especially that December 8th, you're looking into a new year, less than a month before 2019 hit. And we got to get clear. And that's what this episode is about, because I want to help you get unconfused. I wrote an article today. It's out on thecomfortkillers.com. Maybe you read it. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you should. Go to thecomfortkillers.com right now. It's how to get unconfused. So I want to help people because it's a confusing world out here. And things are becoming more illogical as the time goes on, because with the help of the internet, with the help of social media, with the help of people projecting their lives onto you and saying, hey, this life is good. I'm wearing a suit. I'm in front of the Lambo. Okay, I want you to do this. I want you to do that. It's a marketing world. And I don't know if the internet has helped it and allowed everyone and their mom to go up on that stage and kind of get people involved. But it can confuse you. If you got a weak mind, man, I want you to tighten up that mind, tighten up the brain cells, tighten up who you are. And speaking of who you are, I created a webinar, and this webinar is a free webinar, and you can get it at thecomfortkillers.com right now. That's going to help you define what your purpose is and how to turn that purpose into profit. That's a great webinar, a great subject line for anyone that needs help finding their purpose, number one, and second, turning it into profit. We go down a deep dive, deep search for your why. A lot of people don't know their why, and that has everything to do with today. Well, how do you get unconfused? Well, you get unconfused by knowing what your why is, knowing why you're doing it, what you're doing, where you are. You're not somewhere at some time doing something. You know exactly what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And it's really having control of self, but having, you don't want to have this rigid, adaptable personality. You want to still be able to adapt and understand what's happening around you, but you also want to be very tight with who you are and what you're doing it for. So the state of confusion is a state of randomness, is a state of no production, is a state of just kind of flowing, going with the wind wherever life takes you. And that's fine too. And it works in some aspects of spirituality, so to speak. But when we talk about you're building your business, how do you tie the two together? I think one of the most hardest things for entrepreneurs or you to do is you're spiritual on one side, right? You understand the foundations of laws of nature and man, and who God is and source and how that projects in your daily life and values and all of this beautiful thing. And then you have on the other side a business, like it's a seesaw, right? A business that you need to ensure is making money, right? And you need to ensure this thing is expanding or growing, or maybe not expanding or not growing, but you want to be able to make some income off of this, whatever it is. So you have two sides of you that are very stark and they have their own outline. And so you're on a seesaw, and this seesaw is going up with you're either more spiritual some weeks and some months, and you're highly spiritual, but then your business kind of takes the lower end of the seesaw, and then you pump back up and you're like, no, it's all about my business, and I gotta get this thing working. And your business is up on one side, and then spirituality or your beingness or your who you are or your connection is taking the back seat or is lower. So I want you to be able to get that seesaw even. So you're working on both at the same time. And how you do that is through purpose, right? Why are you doing something? Why are you doing this? Is it important? Is it really important? Is it going to move you? Is it going to move your family? Is it going to make you more happier? Okay. Are you going to get some joy out of this thing? Are you going to just be, right? So I want to get that seesaw analogy. I want that thing to be even keeled, but you're producing, and it's not every time that it's going to be like a straight line, horizontal line on the seesaw, right? You're going to have a little bit where you're juggling a little bit. You're going to be a little bit more spiritual, and then you're going to be focused on business sometimes. But I want you to have it where they're intertwined now. It's who you are. Because the only way to move forward, right, is to move everything forward. Because if you drop something off at the end, man, you got to go back and pick it up. So something's going to get held back. So I want to help you out, especially freelancers and independent contractors. What I have for you today is very important. And why I say that, because as you know, I have my real estate license in the great state of Pennsylvania. And if you're a realtor, if you're an agent, you know that you hang your license with a brokerage, with a firm, with a broker of record. And so I've already moved 3 times, 3 brokers, okay? And I was talking to Thelonious C. Jones down in Atlanta, How to Stack Your Money, UDI Group, and everything in between. I was talking to him, and he put 2 trucks on the road. And he's doing well, right? He's figuring that game out. And we don't talk about it. We just be about it, right? You might not hear him say he wants to get 2 trucks or put trucks on the road, but he did it. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between being in a state of confusion and just actually doing something, being about something. You're not somewhere doing something, whatever. Yeah, okay. It's not airy-fairy. You bring it back down. And that's the seesaw thing. He just does it with purpose. And if things are not working in terms of where you are, and I'm going to speak in terms of me, okay, if my goal, I'm looking at my goal on a piece of paper, right? And I'm like, man, this is how much I need to bring in with my real estate business per month, and it's not happening. You start to look around, and of course it's you, right? What should you do? What decisions are you going to make this goal a reality, to put it into an existing scene, right? You want it to attach to your reality here. You have to move, and you have to know which way to go and how to improve that. Because everything that's detracting from your ideal scene, from your ideal reality of what you want, they're detractors, and you need to move away from those things, and you need to only do things that are promoting your ideal scene, your ideal existence, your reality that you want. So independent contractors, freelancers, you're doing a whole bunch of nothing, right? You're looking at your income statements, or you're looking at your revenues, and you're like, man, I could be doing a lot better. Or sometimes in confusion, this is the confusion part right here, where you're looking at others and how they're doing. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to just bring it and focus on yourself, and focus and take that responsibility for yourself and what you could do. And that's really what I did. So I changed over brokers, and then I got a call. I got a call right away. And the call was, "Oh, Stacy, how could you change over brokers? We love you here." Again, confusion. Now, why would they love me there if I'm not producing what I could find for myself as something that I want? Something that I want in my ideal scene. Why do they love me? Because a lot of people, we do things because we like the person. We're nice, right? We want to be nice. We want to be socially accepted. We want to have that tingly feeling in our guts. And that's the seesaw thing again. Which side are you on? Love, spirituality, business, the tangible, hard knocking, this is wood. This is here. This is what I feel. So how do we balance both? Okay. Because again, your likes on Twitter, your likes on Facebook, it's love. Like I feel it, like, thank you, right? You click the button, but that doesn't really move me closer with my goals. Does it? Does it or does it? Do it or does it? Doesn't it or do it? I don't know. You have to make that up, because if that's your goal and if that aligns with who you are and what you want for yourself, great, keep doing it. But freelancers, you have to make the right choices and decisions that move you closer to your ideal scene. Now, the number one problem is we don't know what that ideal scene is. So that's why I want to help you out with the webinar. Information for the webinars in the show notes, along with, of course, the information of the event that we have in Atlanta that I would love to see you on. Okay. So let's get back to it. We don't have an ideal scene. We don't correctly know where we want to go. And that is the problem. And that's why we stay in limbo. And that's why we stay confused. And that's why we latch on to shiny objects from, new marketing ideas, new business proposals, new things that we could do. We go over here. We're just all over the place. And it's a state of randomness. Okay. It's a state of randomness and mix up. And I don't want you to be mixed up. So how do we get unconfused? Well, first thing is go read that article that I wrote, but I have here, see if I can find it. And I think what we're going to do is continue a series. I was wondering, how can I get better results through this podcast and actually teach you something that you need, some valuable information. And what I want to do is make a series, like a 4-part, like how to get unconfused, 4 parts for 4-part series episodes for this one topic. So I'm thinking about it. I got to see if it goes along with my purpose here. Now, I want to help you get unconfused. And that's like the lowest state that you could be in is the state of confusion. So here we are. You have to know exactly where you are. Okay? Where you are on the seesaw. Where you are on the seesaw of life, and confront it. The most scariest thing to do is say, "Hey, listen, I'm confused." You know what? You can't say, "Are you confused? Are you confused?" Everyone wants not to be confused. Everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to think they know what they're doing. So even confronting confusion gets you out of confusion. If you go into a psych ward in a hospital, and those that know they're actually in a psych ward in a hospital, no one knows it. Everyone thinks that they're home watering their flowers. If you really know where you are, who you are, what you are, that you are, where you are, you're up out of confusion. Go to a psych ward, 6th floor, any psychoanalytic hospital, and ask someone, "Where are you right now?" If they don't know. They don't know. That's why they're on the 6th floor. So just knowing where you are. The second thing to do is to understand, right? To understand that you have to confront and disconnect from the ideas that are coming in, the new concepts that keep coming in, and where are they coming from, and being real about it. Like, okay, for me, for example, at the old real estate brokerage, the ideas that kept coming in were not aligned with mine. So one of the ideas and tasks and things that was happening was, okay, meet the CEO of this real estate brokerage. Come meet. It's a day out to meet this real estate brokerage. And we're going to have food. We're going to have this. We're going to have that. Okay, that's 3 hours out of my day. Okay? First of all, doesn't pertain to me. Okay? Because I'm not employed by this real estate brokerage. I'm an independent contractor. It may sound mean, man. It's because, they told you that it's going to sound mean. What Stacey's going to say is going to sound mean, but it's really not, because I have my own purpose and goals. So that meeting the CEO doesn't really align with my purpose and goals. And matter of fact, those 3 hours that I could use to benefit my own purpose and goals are going to be gone. But it's this big deal. They make it a big deal that we have to be there. This is the thing. You want to shake hands. You want to rub shoulders. You want to be there. Okay? And it's like, man, does this even go along with my purpose and goals and dreams and being and who I am and love? And no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So you find yourself doing a lot of what other people want you to do. Okay? I spoke about it before, where someone keeps calling me. They keep calling my phone. Even I just tried calling them back right now to tell them to not call my phone. Okay. He wants to invite me to all these different, all these different seminars and meetings and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't. And it's my fault. And sometimes it's our fault when you keep getting the same results, same things. You got to look at what you're doing. Okay, so we got to pull it back in and look at what we're doing and look at this seesaw and say, hey, where are we right here? Are we going all in for the business? Okay, what's the purpose? Why? I don't do anything without saying, what is the purpose in this? What is the purpose in this? And what's the product out of it? Do you understand? And the product could be a happy family, smiling family. Okay, I went to my niece's, she had a play. It was called Halloween Spookorama or something in my alma mater. Okay, that's my high school. And so she ended up going to my high school, and she invited me, and I really want to see her. She's a great, beautiful actress, man. She could act her ass off. And she's a freshman. So I said, yeah, I want to go. And you know what's so funny about this is that it was the same day of the Meet the CEO. And I had to make a decision and say, okay, what's the purpose in this? Okay, which purpose outweighs the other purpose? See, I want to see my niece. Okay, that's more important to me than meeting someone on his time, at his plate. You see what I'm saying? It may sound mean to you. I don't care. But it's my life. And that's what we have to get to. What is your life? What's your purpose? What are you going to get out of it? Yes, be a little selfish, okay? What am I going to get out of it? Hey, what am I going to get out of seeing my niece perform? Well, this is what I'm going to get out of it. A nice event, nice night, seeing my family, seeing her smile, watching her acting, being there, okay? Being there, cheering her on, clapping, applauding, supporting. That's what I'm going to get out of that. So I had to make a decision which one is more important right now, okay? And that's that. And then a couple of days later, I left the brokerage. Why? Because I knew what is important for me for business side and spiritual side to equal out. Now, I'm telling you, no one's having a hard, they're not really trying to be mean to you. No one's really, they're really working in their best interest. They don't really know. They're not being malicious. They're not, intentful and just want to see you unsuccessful. I'm sure no one's going around like that. They already got their own purpose. But the only thing that separates a comfort killer, okay, a person that is on purpose is knowing their purpose, knowing where they are, knowing why they're doing it, knowing what the product they're going to get out of it, knowing that they're moving forward, knowing that they're on the right track. And if they feel like they're not on the right track, man, they gauge that and they shift. And it's okay. And they're not going to feel bad about it. Or they're not going to have any remorse. Or they're not going to, hey, listen, if someone says, stop calling me, I'm not interested. Are you going to feel bad about that? No, man, you move on. You keep it moving. And that's one thing that we need to do is that we're accepting We're accepting ideas, concepts, beliefs from other people. So you feel afraid, you're confused. You feel afraid to move into your own thing because that thing is unpopular. That thing, no one's doing that thing. You see what I'm saying? No one's making a decision like that. So guess what? You back down from your own being and you do what other people want you to do. And you do it well. You do what other people want you to do and you do it well. So as a freelancer, independent contractor, we perform our own business like an employee. That's the key. That's the whole thing. We're still an employee mindset, okay? So we show up on time. We do the thing for the thing. You know, the goals are not ours. They're of the firms. They're of the brokerage. They're of the bid. They're of, you see what I'm saying? It's not ours. So when it's not working out, we're afraid because we feel like we're getting fired again. You understand? It feels like we're quitting again. It's not like we're changing the business. It's not like we're making a better business decision. We put it in terms of, oh man, we're quitting. We're quitters. We're getting fired. We're broke policy. We got to keep it going. You know, we need to be reprimanded, disciplined. It's all there. It's the mindset. So what I want you to do is jump out the mindset. The first thing that you have to do is know where you are, know that you are, know who you are, and know what you're doing it for. Know what your purpose is. If you don't have a purpose and you're doing this thing here, Stop recording, stop playing this, get off, try again. And the next thing you got to do is confront the fact of what you've been doing. Confront the fact of your why and knowing that you don't have an ideal scene to actually compare to. You don't have anything to actually improve upon because it's not there. No goals, no whys, no purpose. Go to the webinar and you're going to get that from Stacey A. Cross and the Comfort Killers. All right. It's 11/9, November 9th. In less than a month, we're going to be out in Atlanta and we're going to do business right. 2019 is upon us, man. And I want to just make sure I'm continuing to help you. I want to make sure that I'm continuing to give you the right information, what I've disseminated and I'm doing to create this rightness about it. Life, man, is on your terms no matter what. And you ought to just be okay with thinking for yourself. And you ought to be okay with doing for yourself. And you ought to be okay with not being strapped down, okay, and not being told. And here's the real proof of it, the proof of the pudding. If you're going to do something, just do it. If you're going to do something, just do it. You don't need anyone to shake your hand, approve, and validate that. I am. Peace. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Stacey A. Cross Show. If you'd like to sponsor an episode here, please email us hello@thecomfortkillers.com. Don't forget to share this episode out. It keeps us moving and improving, and also remain uncomfortable. Peace.